Today, this is my Lexus, and there's another boy right here. These are Lexus. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. You can already see that I've unlocked the new Lexus RCF. Look at that boy doing some pure skid. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I did already film this, but my software decided to poo itself. Fantastic. I know, it's great, incredible. So this right here is a twin turbocharged version of the car. I've never seen a twin turbo. Actually, it's a lie. I've seen one twin turbocharged version of this RCF. And for those of you that are brand new, I used to own one of these. And this is kind of making me want another one. I think by the end of this filming session, I'll probably want one. I will probably convince myself to get another one. It's so quick. We're basically maxed out the standard engine, no swappy, and as you can clearly see, we have got the body kit installed and ready to go. So, what I have found out from my tune is it is very slidey. I did put the drift suspension on here, so I'm pretty sure already it's got a few issues with traction, to say the very least, so we're going to try and solve those. I wanted to come back into the designs and paints, and as you can clearly see, 69 of you have downloaded this wrap right here, which I would say is probably one of the most accurate wraps to mine there has been on here. Now, when I had my Lexus, I originally wanted this color right here. This blue was how I wanted my car to look, and I think it looks tremendous, and I still would get one in this color. Now, orange is also a really cool color for these cars. We've got the black and the gray. It looks good in every color. White is a color that was very, like, I never thought of getting a white car until I had one of these. This, if you couldn't tell already, I do miss this and I do regret selling it. I'm not going to go chase down the same car because I would very much like to compare an LC500 to a new RCF, because if you didn't know, there is a brand new shape. So anyway, let's go through some more of the special colors. This was actually another wrap that I almost went for as well, this type of color. So I think that would be pretty cool. I think someone actually did go for that livery, that color combination, should I say. But I think it's pretty obvious I'm going to have to stick with my official bloody color. Let's get it. Where are you? Boom. You thought I was going to go for something else? You don't know me. I'm predictable man with cheese. So the wing, I did notice you can actually put the stock for. Why? Why on earth would you do that? It looks so good in this light. It looks so good. So we got the full Rocket Bunny kit. I'm so glad they decided to keep that in. This is what it looks like standard. This is what mine looks like except the wing, because that wing is just bloody ridiculous. I have a wing that I would prefer over this wing, if I'm totally honest with you. But this is what my car looks like. And yes, you can get the full body kit. Awesome. So I did go with the twin turbochargers. The supercharger is officially the only kit available for this car. You can't actually get an officially complete turbocharger kit, but you could turbo it. I've seen someone do it. I don't think they got much power from it, and I think they eventually just went supercharged. But quite frankly, I don't care because it was really cool to watch. So I did say I've got drift springs on. It didn't really handle so great. So I'm gonna put some race springs on there. We already put the bloody widest tires we possibly can, but this thing wants to wheel spin. It's got so much bloody power, it just wants to keep us spinning. So I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking, see if we can get it to calm down just a little bit. I want to sit here and pretend I know exactly what I'm doing. In Forza, the tuning is a little bit alien to me, to say the very least. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play with the tires. I'm going to reduce the tire pressure. I may make it a little bit floppy, but I'll go for that. We might also extend the final drive some, because I think it could probably get a little bit more. Nothing fancy schmancy. Trying to keep it similar to mine, but also not. See, outside the lighting just looks a little bit different. It still wants to slide, doesn't it? That suspension, I assumed it actually did some tweaking to the handling modifications, the setup, but I don't think it actually changes much other than the amount of tow that you can do. So at least it will help in that department, if I am not mistaken. Jesus. Now, I'm going to tell you so many facts about this car, because again, I owned it for a little while. I will tell you that this screen is based on a new model. The screen is based on the final version of this shape, I didn't have that one. I had an earlier model. So technically, this is a newer model. Other than I guess the color was obviously black on mine. I got it wrapped this color, so technically is this color. The only two things I would say are wrong with this car: white seats. Who wants the bloody white seat? And also, there's no sunroof. A sunroof would be very nice. Mine didn't have a sunroof, but I would again rather have it than not. But unfortunately, get out of my face. Fortunately, the sunroof was hard to come by at the time. Now, as I was saying, I probably at the end of this, I'm gonna want. Look at it holds its own so well. You think obviously it looked pretty boaty. It looks massive. Japanese American muscle. They had a beautiful baby. They did a fantastic job with this RCF. I do very, very, very much love it. And it felt so planted like it does here. But of course, it's even better because I've managed to I lowered it on here. And I've got some wider tires. I've made the stance just a little bit wider. But it feels really, really good. Who let me get rid of this damn thing? I swear to Christ. Right, we're going to do a race. Because I definitely want to see if I've actually made it. So I did a race before, but I want to see if I've made it any better. Because quite frankly, I didn't do a very good job before. Look at it in the lighting. It looks... I need it. I need it in my life. I need it in my life. Twitter, YouTube, tell me I don't need it. Tell me I don't need it. I know you're going to tell me I need it now, aren't you? Right. Look at that horrendous color on that boy right next to us. If I was to get another one of these, I don't know. I wouldn't wrap it again. I would paint it. Would I do the same color? I'm not so sure. We'll find out, my friends. Okay, look at all these boys move. There's a little bit of simmer right there, smashing me into the Audi, because the only way you could win the dirty man. I'm going to slide on through. I just realized that Alpha right there, that's the special one, isn't it? That's the Forza edition. Why did they go for such a strange color? I must say, not particularly of the color I would go for. If it was an Alpha, I'd go for the red to be quite. I am quite a boring person. Standard, that would be the color I would go for. So, bit of drink, smashed through the water. Some simmers in a pack above here. I think is that another BMW in the front? I genuinely can't tell from this distance. It looks kind of like one. All cars do kind of look the same nowadays, though, except this big boaty man. This big old boat. This big old boat. Get out of my way. Excuse me. Is it a Jag? How on earth is this accurate? There's a bloody family standard Jag in front of us. It's not standard, but... How does this make any sense? I just bent the sign with my big old wang. I'm genuinely struggling to catch up to this Jag. I really don't get it. Even the Bimmers are having trouble. This makes no sense. This is not an accurate representation. I must tell you, Jaguars are slow. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Jags are for granddads. Literally, not even my granddad is old enough to own a Jag. It's like rotting away granddads. Like, you know, granddad's got a couple of days left, granddad. Come on, put the bloody beans down. You have to remember as well, the reason why we find this car, at least I find it so special, is that everyone still goes for the BMWs and stuff. Of course, they're probably faster cars and tick more boxes for a lot of people. But having owned the Supra now, I've had my BMW kind of trail. I get the idea of the modern BMW feel. It's fast, quick, and responsive, and it doesn't sound fantastic. Thankfully, Toyota did modify the exhaust to make it sound a little bit better. Now, I don't understand personally why we glorify German cars over here in Europe, because they're so accessible and so easy to finance, when we should be big pimping about the big old Japanese. But the Jag one, I can't upload this. I've quite frankly got to delete this video because there is no chance on earth that I would be anyone would be beaten. The BMW came third to a bloody Jag. That's just never gonna happen. I call BS. I call recall. There needs to be a rerun of that race. That was disgraceful. So, the RCF. Do I want another one? Look how good it looks. Oh, okay. I guess you'll find out, won't you? Am I probably going to buy another one? I'm not going to answer that question. I will at some point. Alright, thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of the RCF. Or do you prefer the LC500? Or do you not like any of them? Are you more of a BMW person? If so, I think you're boring. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you're not. See you next video. Till next time. Peace.